This is Brent of the Brookbush Institute bringing you guys the progression single leg squat to bilateral cable pull down. I think you guys are going to find that there's an advantage to putting those two exercises together. You get a little assistance from the bilateral cable pull down to assist in a very difficult single leg squat. But this is still a very advanced exercise, a progression of our posterior oblique subsystem integration that requires an immense amount of stability and control. Now, you are going to need a pretty special piece of equipment. These two armed cable columns with the nice high cables are kind of mandatory, although you might be able to pull off shorter individuals using a standard cable column that's only about 6 feet high. As your athlete or patients get a little taller, you need something with some nice high cables. I'm going to have my friend Melissa come out. She's going to help me demonstrate this exercise. All right, you ready? So she's going to grab both of these handles. She's going to back up a little bit so that the weight's already lifted off the stack. I want her to sit. She's going to lift one leg about 1 inch off the floor, so I don't want pistol squat, right, with a leg out. That allows us to use some false stability through the hamstring. I want just, if I was looking from this side, it would look exactly like a squat. You ready? Squeeze through your glute, stabilize, lean back, and now pull down. And that's the hard part, guys, is to get all the way, keep going, why'd you stop? The hard part is to go down, come back up, get stable with a nice straight line through torso and leg, and then pull down so we get that lat recruitment. Right? So we're getting nice posterior oblique subsystem integration from this lat through the thoracolumbar fascia into this glute. She is getting a little assistance from these cables on that single leg squat. I don't know how many of you guys have actually tried to do a true single leg squat with both feet together, but it is not easy. And of course, after she does 12 on this side, I'm just going to have her switch sides. Now, a little special thing about this exercise is you do have to experiment with the weight. So you end up doing twice as many reps with the upper body as the lower body, which means the weight for your upper body can't be so challenging that your arms burn out at, like, let's say 12. You'd still have a lot to go for legs. On the other hand, it can't be so light that it's not giving you any help on that single leg squat, because you'll find it's very, very challenging to maintain optimal form if you're getting no assistance at all. So you're going to have to experiment with weight up and down. If your goal was maybe more leg strength overall, you could start decreasing the weight. If your goal was more arm strength, maybe start increasing the weight. So there you guys have it. Single leg squat to bilateral cable pull down. You could do a couple things to progress this exercise other than just shifting the weight. We could start to bring these handles down, forcing her to step further back, which means then she'd also get less assistance coming back up. And it'd start to look more and more like a single leg squat to row to bilateral, or no, it'd just be single leg to bilateral row. Not easy. So I look forward to seeing one of you guys try to pull that off. Maybe send me a video back. I hope you guys have some fun trying to find a cable column to pull this off on. Definitely a challenging exercise. I look forward to hearing about your outcomes.